Hello guys and welcome back to another episode here on the Eddie's Life 24/7 channel. It's been a bit of a time since the last time we came in. I of course built the nether portal that's all the way over there. Oh, and yes, you may notice that I've got a little bit further of a render distance. That is now intentional. We've moved this onto a server to allow me to actually spawn in, especially when I'm streaming. It gets slightly annoying. Also means I can invite my friends along and they can have some fun with me. Well, I say fun, they can build their own things and everything else like that. But I've been busy between the weeks and between our streams. It's currently Thursday at the moment, so yes, I'm recording this early. And I've been busy with the storage system. It's a bit big. In fact, it's all completed. I've managed to put a ceiling on this. I've put some flooring. I've also added this cobblestone stairs to trim it out as well. And we've also got tons of different things. All of the slots are now filled up. There's literally a chain will go from here. We'll go back over. There is a chain literally just there that literally takes all the way over to there. And then it comes back over and starts doing this chain along here. All of this is bulk storage. Basically, nothing in here is organised. Because if it's gone round here, I don't have space for it. So it's just going to sit in one of these, for example, birch logs. I don't really have much use for them. If anything, I move them over to here and I manually place a lot of my stuff into here. That dirt should not be in here. But I also do have myself a input chest which I can put in anything. And that includes my little sorter blocks. Now, if you guys have ever built these sorting systems, you know that they use what's known as sorter blocks. Basically up here, you'll see that this has got sort blocks. Now, just to prevent anything from going crazy, over here I've got myself an extra sorting system, and that there is the sort blocks, followed by some extra ones here in case I ever use them. And this allows me to completely build and not ruin the whole of my build and ruin the whole storage system. If I accidentally chuck it into the storage system, it's going to grab it out from here and just chuck it down there so that way I don't ruin the storage system. Now, my plan for today's episode was to go into the end. However, I realised something. We don't have a super smelter array. So I thought, why not clear out an area, like going along here, and we'll clear out a big, huge area that we can go into to kind of build ourselves a storage system. That's the plan anyway. Let's see how well this goes. The best part about this, though, is that I can have the output go directly down here and chuck it straight into this water stream, because of course just there is where we have our main system going up into the storage system. So as long as it integrates with that, I'm absolutely fine. So let's go ahead, mine out some blocks, and we'll get this place all started for ourselves to have a super storage smelter. Well, we've cleared out the area for this place. Now what we need to do is place in all of the chests. Now, I know for a fact we need at least one hopper here, and then this is where we're going to have to place it. So we'll place it there, and then what we'll do is we'll just place these along. Now, of course, you've got 3 different types of hoppers that need to go into these super smelters. One of them goes on the back, which is your fuel. You have one which goes in, which is your items, and then you have your output coming out the bottom. So the output's going to come out the bottom. We're going to like a drop it over there and drop it back up into the storage system, so that way it can all be stored post it being inside the super smelter. Anyway, let's go ahead, place these in. We're going to have to probably ignore that corner, because that corner unfortunately will never get storage or never get items, and then we'll go around the whole of the edge of the room like this. This will mean that this room will probably be feeling like a furnace by the end of the day, but that's always a good thing. It's currently grabbing all the resources from the storage system for the hopper and loading system. Now, the way we're going to do this is they're going to come up to this level here for it to then be managed around it this way. So I'm going to just do that, and then we're going to have the 2 hopper systems here. I think that probably will be best. May even actually move that one over just so it's managed a little bit better. Because of course it has a little bit of a footprint, but it's not too bad. Right, so what we're going to need to do is place probably a block there, and then we need to place one like that, which is our thing, and then here we have ourselves a detector rail that sits there. And I knew that was going to happen, so we'll go ahead and place that up there. And we'll do the same over here as well. So we'll have a detector rail. Move this one. We'll place this in there. I've just loaded up the storage system, and all I can hear is tick, 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 tick. I love hoppers. I love dispensers and droppers. They're brilliant. Just really annoying when you're trying to record. It's brilliant. I love it. Anyway, let's go ahead and create this system and go from there. Right, let's go ahead and let's see what can happen. And fingers crossed, we can get everything going. Oh, look, there's our storage system below. So actually, this is just the right amount of space by the looks of things for this all to go ahead. Awesome. Now, the one thing we need is a bit more coal. So the way this system works with the minecarts is the minecarts need to be full for it to dispatch from the system. So all I've got to do is basically go around and mine out some coal to try and get as much as we possibly can do to fill up these chests and whatnot. So unfortunately, this is a case where I have to go around and just run into caves and hope that I have left some coal, which by the looks of things I have a knack of leaving coal all the time. And then just try and find the resources to completely take over the bits that we need. And then also make my way back without dying. That would also be really useful as well. But thankfully, I have done myself a favour and lit up nearly all of the caves around here, which is superb for me because I was very low. You know, it got to a point at one point that I literally needed to light up all of them for the monster spawner down at the very bottom. Especially as some of the monsters are not actually part of the zombie farm. They actually just spawn naturally inside a natural generating section. Looks like I forgot to light up a section there, doesn't it? I might as well do this while I'm here because it's only going to annoy me if I don't do it now. And we'll do that. Right, let's go ahead and take out this bit of coal here, and then we'll go ahead, put this into our super smelter, and then watch it go with our final bits of inputs, and then hopefully, with all should go well, and we should have a storage system and a super smelter, that should work. Let's head back to the super smelter. We have made it to the super smelter input chest. So this one here is of course our input, so we're going to go ahead and just chuck in a bit more of this. This should nearly be full anyway, so literally once that's gone, we'll go from there. And I know this one just needs at least another stack or two of coal, and then we should see them disappear and head off down the tracks, which is awesome to see. All we're waiting for is this one here to just go. It's going to come back, so we've got to watch out for the minecarts when here. I just want to see this going. 64, there we go. There we go, it's on its way. Now we get to go and watch it go around. There is a couple of them that haven't lit up. That's fine. I was expecting that to happen, especially when I've been mining out some extra areas. That's the reason why I have this like little access chest, so I can go in there and double check, see which ones are going wrong. So I know it's around here somewhere, wasn't it? So I'll find that in the coal chests, the coal hoppers around here. There'll probably be something in here that's just going to sit like no tomorrow, so we'll just take them out. But we now have a super smelter that, as you can see, is definitely dispatching items, and that is literally chucking directly into our system, literally to go up here. Look, we can look here and we can see it actually going through, which is awesome to see. Right, let's go ahead and find out exactly which ones need fixing. I think it's just 2 at the end over here. So it's 2 near here. Let's have a look. There is probably... Well, it'll probably be something in the top ones, so not those ones. Okay, that's fine. We only have to go and find out what's in them. And then we should have a fully working super smelter all nicely done. Let's have a look, see what's in these. We had coal going into coal. Fair enough, that makes sense. There we go. Perfect. That's probably where I was cleaning out some coal from earlier. There we go. We've now got a fully working and functioning super smelter. After all that and a little bit more tweaking down here with redstone and also these levers, just to kind of stop myself from basically swearing at these minecart hoppers, especially with the noise. I've got enough of the blooming dispensers, which I'm going to grab a vanilla tweaks mod. We've actually changed the way these hopper loaders now go through. This now allows the whole hopper to empty out, whereas previously it required a full hopper to actually stop, which was fine if you've got one item to super smelt. This one, unfortunately, I've got like a full, it can be anything and whatnot, and now this will allow this whole chain to go through. It'll run around the whole block, fill it all up, chuck it down into here, go into the hoppers, and then, hey presto, it's back in our storage system. So we literally have a chest here to add in our items, and a chest there. We can technically make these two double as well, but there we go. We now have ourselves the whole storage super smelter. Today we have been working on our storage system, and of course today I worked on my storage system, but I didn't really record it. I do apologise about that. I just kind of got on the grind and I did some decorating, as you can probably tell, which actually looks really nice. Anyway, that's all I've got time for today's episode. If you guys have enjoyed today's episode, then you know what to do. Click the like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the very next episode. See you next week. By the way, if you're watching this on the day this releases, on Sunday, I will be fighting the Ender Dragon, in the next live stream on Twitch. Join me 8 PM on Sunday, and I'll see you there to fight the Ender Dragon. Till then, bye bye.